Ladies and gentlemen, we crypto geeks are all used to that feeling of immediately expecting higher or lower prices in a violent manner, but what does Bitcoin do? It decides to go sideways. Our plans start getting ruined because we wanted price to move. We get antsy. We begin to doubt our current plays that we've positioned ourselves in. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to overcome that awkward feeling, and what you learn here today should be valuable to you because you should be able to apply what we cover in this video to some of your own analysis on Bitcoin, altcoins, or on whatever degenerate shizcoin that you're into. Pull up your panties, put down the bong or your stanky drink, because let's go get some Bitcoin. In yesterday's video, I covered in depth what this super macro mega line is. It touches Bitcoin back when it was $7. $7. If you want to see all of this zoomed out on 14 years of price history, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click this link right here and then hop on back to this video so that we can layer on the understanding of what we're seeing here, particularly for new folks. And if you're a new viewer, my content is very friendly towards folks in their first 3 to 4 years of crypto, or you've been in crypto since 2013, but you only put in 1 or 2 hours a week. Those types of folks, my channel caters very heavily. I'll try not to talk over new viewers' heads too terribly much. And let's go ahead and dive into this now that perhaps you're hopping back after watching that video. Now, I wanted to show you that even back here, I was expecting price to interact with this, and I was letting my private community, both the YouTube private tiers and the Discord community, which has links in the description section. The YouTube tier is a blue join button down below. You can click it to find out what's more. I'm bringing up a few clips from May 22nd and May 24th, back here, way before this current move happened, before everybody said it was a crash and all that kind of stuff, allowing my community to know this quarterly open line is the most important thing. Once Bitcoin gets above it, it should fly. But there is one requirement, and I've been saying it even from before this time, but these are the clips that I found. And yesterday in the video, I let you all know, shoot, I should have had some clips pulled up just so you know I'm not lying. A lot of content creators said, ooh, I covered this and that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Or if they're wrong, they delete their videos. So I wanted to put a little bit of skin in the game and show you what's going on here and how this could have benefited you being in such a community. Thought might end up being the most important horizontal for Bitcoin, which is the quarterly open, and on the hourly scale it went straight up to it. It looks like if Bitcoin gets above this line and stays above it, even on low time frames, with the quarterly not closing until the end of June, so July 1st is when it closes, so even 1 hour candles bouncing on here, I think the quarterly chart would read that it should be a bull market. That's pretty bullish news, even though I want to be bearish. All right, and the next one on the 24th happened to the quarterly open at 71,320. You should have that on your chart, Cryptillions, but because it probably is the most important horizontal line in crypto right now. Because if this, even a 1 hour bounce on top of there, I honestly think that could be the second, where that would be the initiator potentially of where a bull market starts, the beginning of a parabolic move. Not parabolic from that point, but that's how important this line is. I think that this should initiate a confirmation that we are in either a 1 year bull market where it'll blow off top this year, or we're in a 2 year bull market where we're going to have some sideways probably late this year, early into next year, and then the second half to the bull market in 2025, a repeat of 2016 and 2017. And that's even more bullish stuff, coming from a person who really wishes to remain bearish, but I can't be. I cannot be. All right, so now for newer viewers and, I guess returning viewers, how in this situation can we wrap our heads around sideways price action? The easiest way to do this is as such. In a certain move that's going up, so in a situation that it's going up, I like to draw roughly a 45-degree angle, just like this is. And I always know that Bitcoin is still going up as long as it's above that 45-degree angle, and it has full permission to even wick slightly below it, jump back on top of it, and then go out like this. This low to this low is a very, look how hard that slope is, how high up that slope is. That's an aggressive slope still. So Bitcoin coming all the way down to 61, 62K is still very, very bullish, because even within this micro or midterm move that's almost 100 days old, roughly 100, yeah, 100 days old. So a midterm time frame move, it's still perfectly bullish because it's a higher low to the low of this current move. When you do that sort of thing, you can, with practice, I've practiced a lot, all right, a lot, like 20 hours a week for 5, 6, 7 years now. Actually more than that. You can practice by using this tool right here. It's called Path on TradingView. And you can try just emulating what natural price would look like if it were to do all this. And then you can measure. So Bitcoin has full permission to be exceptionally bullish, break out, but price does not go above where it is today for 22 more days. And I use this 45-degree angle also to the downside when price begins looking very bearish from a top. And then it comes down like this and takes out that low, and people are like, oh, it's a crash. You know, I want to be short. Well, in this case, what are you missing? A lower high. So it's going, even though it took out a couple lows, it's going to bounce back up roughly into what? A 45-degree angle. And when you do that, just take a natural looking angle, eyeball 45 degrees, and measure how long that takes until continuation to the downside could happen. So if price in this case took this type of path, you would expect inside of your brain, so you're not, oh, I'm short, this is the big one, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow. No, it's probably going to gotta get up to get down, make a lower high. Since it just took out two different local lows, it's going to make a lower high and go touch some EMAs from down below it. And all that move will take 20 days before it continues its path down. And so these 45-degree angles, which I have not planned specifically, so I can show you how common it is and how easy it is and just how true it is. Okay, here is an example. If you think price is going down, all right, let's say we go back to here. Price just took out, actually, kind of like my example. It took out 1 daily low, 2 daily low, 3 daily lows. So you just broke daily trend. And the daily trend is a very powerful thing. And so you think, I want to be short. Maybe, I'll short at this level here, but I want to do that tomorrow. No, that's not going to happen tomorrow. And that could be the right place, especially if it connects to a 45-degree angle. So oftentimes the 45-degree angle perfectly matches with the horizontal. And often, not always, often when price hits it is when they cross. I'm telling you, if you just practice this, eyeballing a 40, so you got to make sure your chart's not smushed this way or smushed that way. You can right click, hit reset chart view, kind of make it look natural and zoom in a little bit. And so in this case, you would expect price to roughly take that long to get there. And how long is that? I hope this doesn't make me a liar. And I did not plan this, just so you can see how it's very, very helpful. All right, so let's see what price did. Please don't make me a liar. All right, in this case, it blasted above. But still, in the event that you want to be short, you knew that it was probably going to take 14 days. Like it has the habit of doing this, I'm telling you. It's so common. And this is a tidbit that I'm not going to timestamp. So new viewers and returning viewers, particularly folks not in the private community, I'm going to treat you something that I typically reserve for my private community. I have done this thousands of times in my life. It is much greater than 50% chance that if you pass the 45-degree angle to a high after you think you're going down, or it looks like it failed, so whatever, breakout. If you pass that 45-degree angle, especially one that matches up with a line like this, you are automatically much greater than 50%. I wouldn't say 70% or even 65%, but it's significantly more than 50%. Way higher than 50% chance that on this candle right here, you have a much greater than 50% chance that it actually takes out that high and keeps going. I've done this thousands of times. It's more than 50%. Significantly more. And so that's another cool thing about these 45-degree angles. And it works the other way in inverse as well when you're doing a downside move or an upside move that starts breaking down. You're looking for lower highs. Lots of cool goodies here. All right, so that is a trick. Oop, I can get rid of this. So that is a little bit of a trick on how to how to wrap your mind and prepare yourself for how much time a move's going to take. And if you're a person who's wrapped up on the 5-minute charts, I mean, just know if price has been going sideways for 100 days, you're actually looking at a weekly or a monthly or a quarterly move, right? So everything that you're analyzing, you need to start on the bigger time frames like the daily, make a plan, and then within that plan, if you're a crypto crackhead trading small charts, then you go down to the small time frames, because without doing that, you don't realize, oh, I'm going long or I'm going short or whatever. But no, it's going to take a couple weeks. But if you're zoomed into the 5-minute chart and just for new viewers, so you see what I'm saying, if I'm losing you here, this is the 5-minute chart. Like, it looks a lot different. So like every single move, you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going up. Oh my gosh, it's going down. No, it's just doing its thing on the daily, and it's going to take 14 days. And you'll realize that all of this is just noise. Now, that's not always true. For example, if price gets above this line, 71,320, you should have it on your chart too, not just if you're in my community. Like, I'm telling you, you need this on your chart. It is the most important horizontal in all of crypto right now. And this is the most important support in all of crypto, and I showed you that in the last 2 videos, actually. But once it gets above this line, I'm not for sure how I know this. It's just because I've done it so long. What I fully expect to happen is it's going to be after it gets above here, then you want to zoom in, because once it gets above here, it's no longer noise, because it will be 2 months of downside backfill, and then that quarterly or 3-month candle in the last month's flipping green on a blue sky breakout, all-time highs. It's going to be violent. So if Bitcoin is on the 9th day of the month, on the 3rd month of a quarterly candle, and this is the most important horizontal, it doesn't have much time left. This is the end of, actually, where these cross is the end of the month, actually, I think. Yeah, nope, it's 3 days before. This is the, right here is the end of the quarter. Right? I mean, pretty much where these lines cross. All 3, like just 2. There's only 2. There are 3 now because I put another line there. All 3 lines cross. Anyway, put the bong down. All right, where these lines cross. I think that's just a coincidence. You can't make that little trick like a 45-degree angle. But in this case, I know that the play on the very large candle is a blue sky breakout. If it flips green, it should get violent. It only has a month left in this quarter. And due to all that, once price gets above here, then you don't have much time, because on those tiny little noisy candles that I said earlier, well, these 100 days are over. It's above it now. It's something new. Then it's going to move on the low time frames. And then you can analyze, for example, right here. Remember at the beginning when I replayed, I said it has to bounce? Look, this is why I prepared my community for that. When it got above, everybody freaking out, like, oh, it's off to the races. Look, actually, let's go to, this is the 5-minute chart. It got above it. On the way down, did it bounce? Right here. No. It got above it. On the way down, did it bounce? No. It got above it. On the way down, did it bounce? No. It got above it. On the way down, did it bounce? No. rejection, rejection. Every single interaction with it sold off. Every one. There's like, I'll go back in time even, maybe a few weeks here, because this is a 100-day move. Look at this line. The second time it attacked it, it went up above it and just came right back to it. Not even a 5-minute candle. Or no, only one 5-minute candle closed above it. People are actively selling here. Look, look, let's go to the 1 minute. Oh, I probably can't go back that far on the 1 minute. Anyway, a 5-minute candle max closed above. People are looking, I'm telling you, this is the most important line in all, or horizontal in all of crypto currently. So once it gets above here, then the thing I said about the bigger time frames rule and all that kind of stuff, and you have to make a game plan within that on the lower time frames. Well, once it's above, something new has happened, and then the lower time frames should rule. They should rule because they're going to develop those larger candles because it's something new. It's breaking out. It's going to be on very short time frames, and I'm guessing it could be as low as the 15. I'm on the 5-minute. It could be as little as the 15-minute time chart. Or 15-minute chart. And so expectations time-wise, how long do you have once it pokes its head out in the event it does bounce? Well, make a natural looking shape. Let's say it misses it the first time, goes above it, bounces, and goes like this. So once it gets above, how long until you know, oh crap, it's going up? This is a very natural looking shape. Just to show you, let's bring it over here. See how natural looking this is? Very natural looking shape. How long would that take from that point to where it's curling up? So you would have likely less than 1 day. That's a decent amount of time, but what if you're sleeping when it happens? Then you go to work for 10 hours or 8 hours or however much you work or don't work. Playing Minecraft in your mom's basement and hitting the bong for 10 hours and not looking at crypto. So once it's above here, once above 71,320, in the event it's ready to go up, which previously it was not, as we saw, no bounces. You're only going to have 12 to 24 hours to take action if you haven't already taken action. It's going to be fast. So in this video, I've shown you a couple tricks on longer time frame moves that are developing how to make use the projector tool, which is what that was called. How to use the projector tool in 45-degree angles, either up or down. Try to align it with a key horizontal. Look left, or not. Look left. Look left. On camera, it's backwards, right? I forgot. Look left, horizontals. It tends to cross there, and you just measure from current price with this little, where is it? See how this measuring thing is the first item on all of the items I have saved? This is because you can measure up and sideways. It measures and down. It's like the Wonkavator. You can even go left. Negative 23 hours, baby. This is the Wonkavator, right? From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The Wonkavator goes everywhere. Okay. That's why, because it's that important. Because within my community, I like to get people to wrap their head around how long something's going to move, or until something moves, or until a short position is suitable, because I like to suggest to folks, hey, what you're looking for, it's going to take a month. You might take a small break from crypto. If you're looking at price 20 times a day, you might tone it down to once or twice, because it's very unlikely that anything's going to happen on your altcoin or your degen shizcoin for 14 to 23 days. Sometimes I let them know it's going to be 3 months. Especially if something went up 20x all at once and starts correcting, it's going to be months until it's back to those prices, or even has a chance to, for example. So I like to try to guide either individual members who come on and ask me questions, either on Discord or YouTube. Discord links in the description section. YouTube, the blue join button down below to check it out. They jump on and ask me these items, and they almost never ask how long will this take, but I let them know this is going to likely take this long, what plan you're looking for, and this is roughly the shape it'll take. These are all the lines you want, and we go from there. And it helps people understand what I'm expecting. Boom, don't freak out if it doesn't happen in 1 hour or the next day. Because we've all been there, all been new to crypto. We want things to happen tomorrow. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I seriously hope that you can take with you a little bit of what you saw and apply it to your own analysis on Bitcoin, altcoins, or whatever degenerate altcoin that you're looking at. If you liked what you saw, new viewers, go ahead and hit the like button and hit that bell, because I'm now making videos daily, every day of my life. If I ever want a day off, I'll make 2 the previous day or whatever, so you'll always have a video to watch. Smash that bell so you can get alerts for everyday videos. You just got Timified worldwide. Peace.